Welcome back to the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network. Coming up next, it's Russellville and Van Buren. And from watching these teams in the past play, Chase, what can we expect?
Well, these are two teams that know each other very well, not only from the regular season and the rest of the playoffs. They know each other well from the state championship game, Carlos, and this matchup is very reminiscent of the one that we saw back in 2021. It was these two teams. Russellville has appeared in all 5 of the last 5 state championship games. They won 4 of them. The one exception was that 2021 matchup when Van Buren disrupted what would have been a three-peat for the Cyclones. But here's the thing, Carlos. Russellville is going for a three-peat again today. Will we see history repeat itself with Van Buren breaking the streak? Or will Russellville finally find a way to finish off that 3-in-a-row streak to claim their first three-peat? This is going to be an exciting matchup.
Excited it is, and we were talking too about the size of the rosters for Van Buren. Speaking of that, the lineup for Van Buren, they're going to go with Edgar Recinos, EJ Bonilla, Eduardo Vélez, Batiste Cuñet, Jaciel Panda, Eli Davis, Andy Quiñones, Manning Datson, Carter Kelly, Ku Palacune, and Steve Valentin.
And we are still waiting to hear starters for Russellville, but we will get those to you. Oh, here we go, right here. We've got Rodrigo Nunez Yanis, and then you've got Cade Shamblin, Gerardo Jimenez, Max Wilson, Charlie Payne, Arias Garcia, Jose Escobar, Jet Bull. He's had a tremendous run over the last few championships that we've covered in his senior year. Kai Juan Martinez, Matthew Guajardo, and then rounding out the starting lineup for the Cyclones, it will be Abisai Martinez.
And that's the lineup of the Cyclones, leading up by Jet El Toro Bull. 40 minutes of the first half. We'll see, the intensity that these teams will bring to us. What a previous score that we had a while ago, with total of 6 goals in the match between Bentonville and the Mountaineers. Bentonville heading back home with another state title, and like I say, congratulations to the Mountaineers who had a great season, making their way into the finals. And now you got to build, right? It starts tomorrow.
It does.
It starts tomorrow.
It does, and there are very few programs in the state that can claim to have a dynasty going. I think Bentonville girls soccer has proven today that they are right there in the midst of a dynasty. But we're also witnessing a dynasty right here in the form of the Russellville Cyclones. Russellville, again, 4 of the last 5 state championships have gone their way. They want that three-peat, and they really want to get revenge for 2021 when Van Buren disrupted them from doing the feat back then. For Van Buren, it's been a wait to try and get here. A lot of these guys were freshmen the last time that the Pointers won a state championship. They want to bring home a ring in their senior season. And Carlos, you and I were talking about it in the pregame. When you look at the size between these two teams, Russellville has a lot more depth. They have a lot more players at their disposal. But Van Buren is a small but mighty bunch. This is a team that plays a lot of minutes. You're not going to have a lot of time off your feet, but also one of the best conditioned teams that we've seen in the state. These guys go at it for all 80 minutes. But at the same time, too, they have found a way to defeat everybody that has been in their path up to this point. They've got a good chance to do that again today against the Cyclones, but as we mentioned before, dynasties can be hard to topple. We'll see if the Pointers can do just that today in Central Arkansas. A little bit further of a drive for the Pointers today compared to Russellville. Russellville, about 45 miles up the road from Conway. Van Buren, a couple hours up the road in northwest Arkansas. But again, great turnout for both fan bases. We've got plenty of Cyclones right here in the upper bowl just below us, and there are even more fans down below in the lower bowl. A lot of fans trying to take shade today, although we're getting quite a bit of shade with the clouds that are in the area right now. We're hoping that the rain will hold off for a little bit longer so we can have some more championship soccer action throughout the weekend, and especially today.
You know, when you have a small roster like Cylon, you know, you mentioned it, you get to play a lot of minutes, so it's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be fast, and we'll see who wants it more, right? You know, it's all about putting your opportunities and finding a way to be successful. Big crowd today too. You know, to our left side, you can see a lot of the Cyclones fans, parents, families coming in support the Cyclones, and of course, you know, the Pointers.
These are two towns that love soccer, love to go out and support their teams, and I am sure they are ecstatic to be here for another state championship matchup, to be playing each other too. Just a little bit of icing on top of the cake for both of these programs, but really what everybody's here to do is to try and bring back a state championship trophy. Russellville wanting to add another ring to their collection, and Van Buren wanting to win their first since 2021.
It's the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network between Russellville and Van Buren. To everybody watching at home and overseas, shout out to Kathy Colindres watching live in Guatemala. Kathy Colindres, whose father is a well-known coach, Kenny Colindres. We're going to be traveling to Guatemala in 2025 to play competitive against some academies. Un saludo muy especial a Kathy Colindres, que me sigue en el anonimato. Senate referee checking the clock. Looks like Russellville is going to be starting with the kickoff. Long ball on a set piece, trying to get something going right away. And it's the Cyclones versus the Pointers. The 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network. If you just join us, my name is Carlos Chicas, and I'll be your play-by-play announcer.
And I'm Chase Hartzell. I'll be your color analyst throughout today's contest. An exciting matchup between two teams looking to bring home our second championship that we will be giving away today, second of 4. One already going to the Bentonville girls soccer program, as we mentioned earlier.
El Toro on the last touch. Pointers trying to build in the middle of the field. Jet playing on the wing, connecting on the left side. Top of the back, shot on goal. Defense, El Bull, shot on goal. This time not a problem. I was thinking I thought it was an offside. Thank you to Jared Fuller for sending the lineups for the Cyclones, and thank you to Coach Nathan Allman to send in the lineups. Makes our job easier when we have the starting lineups ahead of time to give us a time to study the names, trying to not mispronounce the names, doing a little of the homework. But I want to go ahead and apologize because more likely I will try not to mispronounce any names, but I know my weakness. Cyclones on the go. Martinez having the ball is Garcia. Garcia, top of the box with the right foot. Garcia to the hands of the goalkeeper. I believe in goalie, it's Manny Dodson, I believe, number 98 for Van Buren. Martinez on the last touch, clearing the ball. The Cyclones putting pressure on the ball. Number 22, Kelly. Cyclones on the left side trying to connect with number 9. Jet Bull. Fighting for the ball. Van Buren struggling a little bit in the back. Not sure if I'm speaking too early on this, but Cyclones are looking at least in these 4 minutes with more of control ball, punting the ball. Datsun.
Well, and Carlos, even before we opened up play, Russellville, you could tell from the body language that they were ready for this matchup, and they are no strangers to this situation. You look out there right now, a lot of seniors out there on the pitch for the Cyclones. They've been in this situation before. Even some of the younger players, some of your junior class players, have been there in this situation before. They know what that they have what it takes to bring home yet another state championship. Van Buren, at the same time, they may not have that same type of confidence. They've come out with a certain energy to this matchup. They look ready to go as well. They've been up to the task thus far. It's been excellent play at the goal by the goalkeeper.
Martinez coming in, early substitution there for number 15. On Van Buren. Number 15 on the roster, and we don't have a 50. Yeah. That's Valajon. Wonder what's going on with him. Number 1, Ryan Watkins came in.
Well, and as we get further into the day here at the 2024 Centennial Bank State Soccer Finals, expect to see the heat to play a little bit more of a factor. As we get later in the afternoon, the temperatures start to rise. Mentioned it in the first game. It's really more like 10 to 15 degrees warmer than that.
Cycles on the goal. Toro! Goal! Goal! Goal, 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 goal! Jet Bull El Toro for the 1-0 Cyclones.
Well, who else but El Toro, Jet, able to start out this scoring here. Jet Bull, you'll get another look here. This is just a textbook situation of running up the middle. Jet Bull just has such a rare combination of speed and control with the ball, and he gets into those one-on-one situations. One of the toughest players in the state to stop when he gets in a spot like that. And this time was no different. Russellville already with an early advantage. Just over 5 minutes gone in the match.
And what a great run on the left wing, and when the win is coming in, he sees Jet making that run into the number 9 position and puts the ball in. Edgar Recinos in the midfield is going to have to find a way to get the ball, get touches on the ball, and feed their oppositions. Russellville moving the ball. Early goal too.
Well, and Carlos, I'm sure that the fans of the UCA Bears that are in attendance are excited today because they're actually getting a glimpse at 2 of their future players. Jet Bull has committed to play here at UCA, and his teammate, Arias Garcia, will also be here next season. So already some excitement in terms of college commitments for the Cyclones. These guys getting a little taste of what it'll be like to play soccer in Conway. Although they've had plenty of experience the past couple of years trying to win state championships, they want to add one more ring to that impressive resume that they put together with the Cyclones.
Cyclones on the go, won the second one. El Toro couldn't stay on his feet. But Russellville has the ball via number 2, Schemblin, sending the ball into the net. or into the backs, but goalkeeper Manning Datsun, not a problem, punting the ball. Trying to get to number 20 on the jersey, Steven Valente. Switching the ball now is number 10, Martinez. Martinez with Jet can be the second for Jet. And if Jet keep the pace, he can be also the MVP of the match. If for some reason the Cyclones gets an opportunity to take this one home.
Well, if you'll remember, Jet had the game-winning goal last year against Lakeside in the state championship for Russellville to claim its fourth state title in 5 years. Right now, El Toro wants to make it a hat trick for his career with the Cyclones. He's already put his team in a position to do just that, but he wants to add on a little bit of insurance too.
On the go, number 16, Martinez crossing the ball. Cyclones on top of the box. The Pointers having a Provo now. Opportunity. Goal! Goal! Goal, 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 goal. Goal! Jet Bull tap of the 8th minute for the 2-0. Russellville.
Carlos, that is one of the most impressive headers that you are going to see this weekend. Take a look here. That was not a tailor-made header ball. It was low into the ground. It was a line drive. But Jet able to make the adjustment towards the top of the box. He's able to angle it perfectly into the back right corner. It was a valiant effort by Dotson to try and save it. But El Toro proving why he is playing Division I soccer starting next year with another impressive play. He's already one step away from the hat trick, and not even 10 minutes are gone in this match.
And you mentioned about, the UCA and what an advantage here. This is, just so good for Jet Bull, who is getting a feeling of, to play at where he eventually will be playing here with Los Osos, the UCA. And I'm sure Coach probably it's somewhere in the stands or here in the backs watching him play. Ten minutes play in the half, 2-0. Goals scored by Jet Bull, top of the 5th and top of the 8th.
And really from the get-go, the Pointers have struggled to maintain possession of the ball at all. Russellville has the speed advantage, but they've also had the control advantage up to this point. We'll see if that proves to be the same as we go down the stretch. Van Buren still trying to settle in, already down by 2 goals. They've got a tough task ahead, especially with El Toro still looming on the pitch.
On the go, number 16, Avisaí Martinez. The Pointers got the ball. Shout out to Rene Salinas, who I cannot answer the phone call as we broadcasting the match between Russellville and Van Buren, with Russellville winning 2-0. In the first 11 minutes of the half in the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network. Talking about the weather and the clouds and how that might help to easy on the weather for the boys.
As it stands, not too bad right now. 75 degrees out on our outside, although the humidity is making it warmer. It feels like 78, but you've also got to factor in the turf that these players are playing on. So really, this is more like a 90-degree game for these young athletes. However, Russellville looks unfazed up to this point by the elements. Van Buren looks pretty locked in as well. For the Pointers, it's just been a matter of settling into this match. They really didn't have any time to catch their breath from the first whistle. And if Russellville has its way, they probably won't have that opportunity anytime soon.
Counter attack on the left side, making a great run right there for the Cyclones. They're going to cut inside. Good job by the defense. Ball still in the box. For a second, I thought he was going to make that cross the same way that he did it earlier when he served that ball to Jet Bull.
Some excellent defense that time, provided by Hasiel Banda.
Cyclones. Similar situation with the previous match. 2-0. What do you do next? Do you stay on top, try to finish it up? Because it seems now the Van Buren is getting comfortable little by little and start playing better soccer compared to the early 5 minutes. Goal! 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 Jet Bull with a hat trick within 14 minutes. And that goal, it was more hard than anything else because he fought for the ball.
You take another look here. As you mentioned, Carlos, such a fight for the ball here, but also the ability to sneak his leg in and locate it perfectly on an angle. Dodson was prepared to play it on the left side. He tucked it into the farthest right corner that he could while still keeping it in the goal. It has been a showcase today for Jet Bull, and you could already feel the UCA fans' excitement growing seeing what he is capable of. He's already got a highlight reel through 14 minutes, and he's got a chance to build on that even further as we go along. Actually, in less than 13 minutes he did that. That was quite the feat, and I would be surprised if he's done.
I wonder how much coach is going to let him play if the score gets out of hand.
You have to feel like for however long he's out there on the pitch, he is going to be the catalyst for this offense. He's got the ball right here. We know he can make some explosive plays, but that was some excellent defense there provided by Edgar Racinos.
Van Buren. And as I was making a comment on how little by little Van Buren was feeling comfortable, unfortunately El Toro comes and put the 3-0, and now it's early. There's still plenty of soccer to play. Van Buren is going to have to be careful not allowing another score in the half because it will become challenging to coming back on a 4-0 deficit.
Looks like there was a handball called right there.
Van Buren getting into the other side of the half field with Eduardo Vélez sending that ball where goalkeeper Rodrigo Nunes Llanes didn't have any issues with that ball. Speed showing off. Jet wants another one, and he's going to get it. And it's 4-0 just like that. And here you see the substitution. You can see here on the replay. The ball is playing, nice finish on the first touch by Jet Buren. He's coming off the field with 4 goals on his jersey.
Carlos, this is our 22nd game that we have done together in the last 4 years. I don't think we've seen anybody control a game that Jet Bull has controlled it today. And not only that, he's done that in about 15 minutes. We haven't seen a single player score 4 goals in an entire match the time that we've been doing this, much less in the first 15 minutes. Jet Bull putting on an absolute clinic here, but it's worth noting, too, that his fellow future UCA Bear, Arias Garcia, is out there. Maybe Garcia is going to get a chance to put on a few senior highlight reel plays as well.
And it's, I wonder what's the record on goals in the finals, because this might be an opportunity for Jet to set up a record in most goals in a final, if he was able to go back on the field and ironically score 4 more.
Well, right there, his teammate Arias Garcia almost had his first of the day, but lucky break there for the Pointers. So far, it has been all Cyclones in terms of momentum. And again, here comes the counterattack. We'll see if Russellville can add on.
Counterattack, top of the box. Ball tried to gain to Garcia. It's going to be a throw-in. Andrew Garcia with the throw-in. Connects right away with number 6, Charlie Payne. Payne with the right foot trying to get the ball inside the box. The defense gets on the way. The ball comes back to Charlie Payne. Building in the top of the box. Again, it's an opportunity. Number 10 with a shot on goal. Bounces off the goalkeeper, and that can be the 5th. And that's number 21 for the Cyclones, and put the 5-0. David Cervantes.
Well, David Cervantes getting a highlight reel play of his own, the senior forward, able to follow it up. And we'll see if we can get another look at that last goal right here. You can see great setup shot here. Pretty good save by Dodson, but couldn't grasp the ball there, hold on to it. Gets away from him, and Cervantes makes him pay with the 5th goal already of the match for Russellville. The Cyclones, utter domination in this match. We're not even halfway through the first half, and they're already halfway to a double-digit lead.
And I cannot recall what's the rule in high school as far as, of how many goals before they chop the clock in half. I don't know if that rule applies during the state finals. I cannot remember if it's 6-0 or 8-0 where they cut the time in half.
Well, the Pointers want all the time that they can get right now to try and mount a comeback, but if things stay the way they are, Russellville is well on its way to a 3rd straight state title, a 5th title in 6 years. There may be no school with a better claim to having a soccer dynasty right now than Russellville. Very few on that level of play.
And for Green Forest coming into this division, that might be a team needed it to come and give another game to Russellville to see how they can hang on into each other. Different Van Buren that we've seen in the past. This team.
This is a lot more focused on control. Usually in the past, it's been small rosters, but they've been focused on speed, and they've been able to go to the outsides and attack successfully. So far today, though, they have met their match in terms of speed, in terms of ball control. Russellville has controlled every facet of this game up to this point. The Pointers are not completely out of it yet, but at the same time, you do not have time to mill about here and wait for an opportunity to arise. You're going to have to create opportunities for yourself to try and get back into this match. And at the same time, you have to find a way and slow the offensive attack of the Cyclones, which at this point is showing no signs of slowing whatsoever.
Moving the ball, number 6 for the Cyclones, Charlie Payne. And now number 17 in Garcia. Garcia maintaining possession of the ball. He's going to try to switch it to the left side. Good eye. Plenty of space in front of him. The left footer connects with number, I think that's Martinez. Number 8, that was Escobar. And now the Pointers trying to get something going. But right now the Cyclones are too much for Van Buren.
With that being said, the Pointers start to get a little bit more aggressive here in the middle third, trying to prevent those opportunities. And now we'll see if this is a chance for Van Buren. Unfortunately, just a few Cyclones getting there too fast.
Corey Falahon back on the pitch. Substitution coming in for Van Buren, 16 and 17. Batiste and Ben coming in for Russellville, 18, 15, 20, and 14 going in. Taking a break, 7, 6, 11, and 3. Getting some fresh legs with 18 to play in the half. Russellville on the go, great speed on the left side, making a run is number 18. Let's see if they can get the ball to the far post, but defense does a great job closing the gap and try to build the counter attack. That was number 11, I believe, on the jersey for Van Buren, Edgar Recinos. Nava. Russellville crossing the ball inside the box. An opportunity for Russellville. Now they want more. Shot on goal by number 1 on the jersey, Martinez. Followed by number 14, Jason Ortiz. 17 to play in the half. It's 5-0 Russellville with 4 goals scored by Jet Bull. Top of the 5th, the 8th, the 14th, and the 17th. And the last one, David Cervantes, top of the 19th minute. Another team that we're going to miss in the finals is the Queen. Russellville once more. Look at the handball there. Center referee says no. Garcia with a cross, an opportunity, and there is the 6th goal of the match. And I believe that's David Cervantes with another one, number 21.
Well, what else can you say at this point but utter domination by Russellville here in the first half? If it does stand with Cervantes being credited with the goal, that is the second player with multiple goals in this match, which is impressive considering the Jet Bull had 4, as you mentioned, Carlos. But Cervantes going to have a shot at his own hat trick here maybe. Already 6-0, and as far back as I can remember, this is the most goals that we have seen scored in a full match in the time that we've been together. I remember back in 2021 that Cersei scored 6 in the women's championship, but I don't know if we've ever seen 6 scored in the men's championship. We have now, and we have a chance to see really a record on our own broadcast here with the clinic that has been put on today by the Cyclones.
And let's say if, ironically, David Cervantes finds a way to score one more, do you put Jet back just for the MVP award? Because it's going to be close.
It is, but Cervantes also a senior too, so you get into that whole debate of who do we put in. Although I will say it's going to be tough to beat scoring 4 goals in 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That is one of the most impressive feats that we have seen here in the history of Weekend of Champions. And the thing is, Jet Bull did it without even looking like he was breaking a sweat out there. He was making far from routine plays.
6-0 Russellville. 15 to play in the half. Russellville has the top of the box. Good movement, cross ball, an opportunity, and followed by the ball right there. And there is his third goal. It's Manuel David Cervantes with a hat trick. Top of the 28.
Carlos, when you get to this point in the match, there really are just about no words left to say about how well Russellville has done in this match. How about Cervantes, too? He is stuck with it. You see there the initial header, but also, even when it was deflected, he didn't give up on that ball. He was able to race around the defender, finish it off with his right foot, and becomes the second player in this match for the same team to record a hat trick.
And if we can take one more look at the replay, I want to give kudos to the goalkeeper for Van Buren, because he makes a great save here as the ball is coming and Cervantes with the head. He's right there. He makes that great save right there at the bottom, and unfortunately the defense doesn't react in time, and he's still on the ground. But what a great save by the goalie.
Might be another chance here for Russellville. All the momentum in the world on the Cyclone side at the moment. Will Cervantes have a chance to become the second 4-goal performance today?
14 to play in the half, and it's 7-0. Throwing for Russellville. With 14 to play, substitution coming in for Van Buren, number 2 on the jersey, Banda. Taking a break is number 8, EJ Bonilla.
And Carlos, looking at the score at this point in the match too, I think that it's worth noting too that this is really a testament to how talented this Russellville team is. It's not so much a knock against the Van Buren Pointers, and they haven't played particularly poorly up to this point. It's just that they've been outmatched in terms of speed and ball control by the Cyclones. They've done what they can with the opportunities they've gotten. It's just the opportunities have been few and far between.
With this score like this, can you imagine if you are a 9th grader like Jesus Perez, Olvin Martinez, who are the only 2 9th graders on Russellville, and they get an opportunity to play in the finals? What a great experience.
When you talk about building up a program, that's how you do it. Get these players experiences in the big games.
And even as a 10th grader, because, next year they're going to have to rebuild.
But the thing is, it feels like every year Russellville is presented that challenge, and every year they step up to the occasion. Carlos, there's that saying in sports, there are certain teams that don't rebuild, they reload. That has been the case for Russellville, and it looks like that might just be the case again.
You got 11 seniors on the roster, and a good young team coming up that is going to be ready to step in. But Van Buren wants one.
You can tell by the posture here towards the midfield line that a lot of these players are tired. This is where the depth comes into play for Russellville. They have a lot more players than the Pointers do out there. Russellville has already run quite a bit against this Pointer squad, and the Pointers don't have much depth to build off of, but meanwhile, while the Cyclones are just starting to get tired, Van Buren pretty much already exercising all of its forces and trying to stay in this contest.
Good job by Russellville stepping up. And they want one more crossbow into the box. Goalkeeper hangs to the ball.
That was a great play there by Manning Dotson. That one was up over his head. Not easy to secure it, but he is able to do it. Even when the ball was tipped up in the air, he was able to go behind himself and really make a little bit of a basket catch there while running backwards. Again, the score is not a reflection of the quality of goalkeeper that Manning Dotson is, because he's made some fantastic plays thus far. Had it not been for him, the lead would be even larger than it is right now. It's just been a matter of capitalizing on opportunities and second chances for Russellville.
Free kick for Van Buren, an opportunity to get one on the net. Set piece there. Eduardo Vélez on the kick. Looks just the right free kick for a right footer. Looks like number 8 also wants a piece of it.
Well, Carlos, on a Saturday afternoon, that one would have counted for 3 here at Estes Stadium. Unfortunately, that one is going to count for nothing for the Pointers at this juncture. However, not a bad setup there, and Van Buren will be looking for more opportunities like that going down the stretch. Looks like we'll... Thought we might have a substitution there for a moment, but looks like we will keep playing on with the players we've got.
Nine to play in the half. 7-0 Russellville. 4 scored by Jet Bull, 3 by David Cervantes. And the fight for the MVP is going to be between these 2 players probably. Shot on goal there. Not a problem for goalkeeper Manny Dotson. It's the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network. Coming up at 2 p.m., it's Ceylon Sprint versus Pulaski Academy. That is the championship match in the 5A girls. Another great game. And Chase, you close it up with Clarksville Darnell. And that is your other goal. And it's 8-0. Jason Ortiz with the 8-0. Top of the 35th minute.
Junior midfielder getting involved here and adding on to an already very impressive lead. He becomes the 3rd different Cyclone to score today. Cervantes, it looked like he might have had a chance there for that 4th goal, but it's nice to see some other Cyclones getting involved here in what has truly been a dominant effort by this Russellville squad today. You just hope that Van Buren down the stretch here can salvage the opportunities that they have and try to help out the score line a little bit here. Russellville needs no help at this point. They have already put on a clinic today, and they've still got a full half to work with.
Shout out to Anthony Sandoval watching all the way in Ceylon Springs. Anthony Sandoval, a very powerful center back, also plays the position of forward from time to time. Member of Bentonville FC Prodigy, who are going to be traveling to Costa Rica on July 16 to the 24th. Has a younger brother, Carlito Sandoval, who I'm begging him to come and play for Bentonville FC Prodigy. We'll see if we can convince him to come and play for us. And to everybody in Silent Springs, I'm sure they're already getting the barbecue and the tailgate party, getting ready to cheer on the Silent Springs Panthers. They're going to be facing Pulaski Academy at 2 p.m., Chase.
It's going to be a fun matchup to watch. Plenty of great matchups to watch this weekend here on the Weekend of Champions in the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals. We've already crowned one state champion. It looks like Russellville is well in position to become the second. They want to add on, though.
And can be the ninth goal of the match. And, as far as, the goals is great. And I'm going to go back to what you say, Chase. This is not just that Van Buren is not doing what they're supposed to. Is that the talent for in Clarksville is just uncontrollable right now.
Well, Jason Ortiz records his second goal. He is now the third player for the Cyclones to have multiple goals in this match. The Cyclones nearing double digits before we even reach halftime. And they could do it right here. Couldn't quite do it that time. But, Carlos, I don't know if you've ever played the FIFA video game in the past, but that's almost what it looks like right now. It's almost video game machine-like offensive play here from the Cyclones. They've been playing at such an efficient level this afternoon.
And I think the challenge when the score is like this, how can you, as a player, don't feel defeated? Because the score says something, but you got to find a way to keep fighting. And as a coach, what can you do to put yourself in a position where these players can still have a great experience? Yeah, you are in the finals, but now, what can you do? What changes can you do? And that way it's still fun for the players. Fight to play in the half. It's 9-0. Corner kick. Van Buren fighting for the ball. 50-50 ball there. And I was asking about the rule. I wonder if in the second half, if they're going to cut the half to 20 minutes. Because I've seen in the past when high school scores get, out of control, the second half they cut the time to 20. But I wonder if they're going to do it. Four minutes to play. Nobody's going to take this one away from Russellville. And the speed, I like how those run. They can be the 10th. How the runs on the left side have been produced, and then they make that cross, which is what you want. You got to feed your forwards. Coming up at 12, it'll be the 5A Girls Championship between Silent Springs and Pulaski Academy. Pulaski Academy, not an stranger for the finals.
Not at all. The Bruins back once again and wanted to bring home yet another state championship. And now Russellville looking for yet another goal.
Good block there by goalkeeper Manning Dotson. Good movement of the ball for Russellville. It's a foul there. The assistant referee signals. Free kick direct into the goal. Goes above the crossbar.
I don't think I've ever seen a player carve it with just the right angle to hit the back bar on the field goal post. At least not here at Estes Stadium.
Little bit over a minute and 50 seconds to play. 9-0 Russellville. Van Buren haven't found a way to put one on the net. I wonder if Jet Bull will come back in the second half. He probably will.
Might have to try and win back his MVP award. He's already got 2 teammates that have multiple goals too. Cervantes with 3. And just a few moments ago, Ortiz adding 2 of his own. And I believe he's still out there at the moment. He's got a chance to add on too. He might. Have we seen that before? 3 hat tricks in one match?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it would be a record anyways, right? If
it would have to be.
If Jason Ortiz finds a way to put one more.
Well, the Cyclones want that 10th goal.
Good speed there by Van Buren, be a number 5. Let's see if they can finish it up. The post deny it. That was a great run. Good speed there by number 5, Eduardo Vélez.
And Vélez is playing in his last game as a pointer, a senior set to graduate at the end of the school year. He wants to leave his mark on this championship game. The odds obviously not in Van Buren's favor at the moment. But the thing is, these pointers that have been working for this moment their entire high school careers, they're not going to let this opportunity slip without a fight. They want to.
Number 16 on the go, an opportunity. And that's the half. You're watching the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHL Network. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals, live from Estes Stadium in Conway, Arkansas. And as you can see from the halftime score, it has been all Russellville Cyclones in the 5A boys state final matchup. Quite a few feats to speak of in that first half. We had a super hat trick from El Toro, Jet Bull, followed up by a hat trick from David Cervantes. So that's 2 hat tricks for the Cyclones already, and they've got another guy on the cusp of one right now, and that is Jason Ortiz. Ortiz with 2 goals in the first half as well. He will be looking to become the 3rd player in this match alone to score a hat trick, and you can see right there Jet Bull back on the pitch for the second half, at least the start of it. We'll see if he can get goal number 5 on the day. Joining him also out on the pitch at the moment is his current teammate, but also his teammate for the next couple of years as well. That is Arias Garcia. Garcia, a midfielder, also committed to play here at UCA. Van Buren set to have the opening kick from midfield. Now, we will see the Arkansas Activities Association sportsmanship rule instituted here in the second half, so only 20 minutes will be played between these two teams as Russellville inches ever closer to a 3rd straight state championship. Russellville already on the attack. Jet Bull playing back here to start. It's deflected away. So we will see a corner kick here for the Cyclones. Credit the save that time to the goalkeeper, Manning Dodson. Again, Dodson has kept this lead from growing even larger. Some excellent shots today from the Cyclones coming from multiple sources. Now Jet Bull is going to have the ball. He's going to send it up to the right side, right corner of the box. Pass up the middle, looking for a shot. It's deflected. Now a chance for the Cyclones to regroup. Looking for the cross. Finds a pack of pointers. Ball is up in the air. Still jockeying for position. And it will finally roll past the back line. Last touch by the Cyclones. It will be a goal kick for the Pointers. Russellville was looking for revenge from 2021 when they lost the state championship match to Van Buren. That disrupted a three-peat. Well, it is safe to say that they have gotten their revenge and then some today. Well on their way to that long-awaited three-peat, and they've done it in one of the most dominant state title games we've seen in recent memory. Meanwhile, Cross looking for the shot on goal. It's a little bit high and off the mark. Had it gone in, it would have been the first goal of the day for Matthew Guajardo. Instead, it will be a goal kick here for the Pointers. Van Buren still trying to get it up past the midfield line. Jet Bull been playing back quite a bit. There's the pass. A little bit inside now, trying to cross it more towards the middle. The Cyclones still seeing a little bit of aggression as they move the ball around the pitch, but at the same time, not trying to be overly aggressive here. They know that this one's in hand. Not afraid to play a little bit of keep away. Jet Bull has definitely been less aggressive here in the second half, allowing his teammates to step up and make some plays of their own. We have now reached the 17-minute mark here in the second half. 9-0 lead for the Cyclones. Looking for double digits. Going for the cross. It's high in the air and goes all the way over the goal. And it will be a goal kick for the Pointers. Plenty of excitement among the Russellville fans at the moment, although they're getting a well-earned opportunity to catch their breath after all the excitement of the first half. Maybe a chance to cheer right here. Long shot, and it finds the back of the net. Goal! Russellville Cyclones. Matthew Guajardo. He was just inches away from a goal his last time up. He's finally getting that long-awaited goal here. And Russellville enters double digits. It's now 10-0 Cyclones. Get another look there at the instant replay. That one straight on a line to the back right corner. Valiant effort trying to stop it, but everything has been going Russellville's way in this state title game. Still aggressive here. They're not afraid to add on to that lead a little bit more. The Cyclones have scored 10 goals in less than 45 minutes of gameplay. Quite the impressive feat. Now looking for a pass inside. A little bit of traffic trying to maneuver around the top left corner of the box. Long shot is deflected. Now the Pointers will try and clear it. Jet Bull right there at the midfield line, and as the Cyclones regroup here, We'll have to wait and see if they make another attack. Looks like we'll have a little bit of breathing room. With that, I'm going to turn play-by-play duties back over to Carlos Chicas, who is back here in the booth with us. And Carlos, just moments ago, we saw yet another goal for the Cyclones. Fourth different player to record a goal today. 3 players already have multiple goals. We've seen a hat trick, a super hat trick. Can't ask for much more if you're the Cyclones, and there's number 11. Goal! Russellville Cyclones.
That was a great shot by Max Wilson, I believe, and the score just, it's now 11-0.
And Max Wilson, another senior on this team, he's the 5th separate Cyclone to record a goal today. Valiant effort yet again at the net. But it's just been perfect shots in the perfect spot today for the Cyclones. They have been nearly perfect in the execution of the game plan today, and the score is a reflection of that.
I think it was Charlie Payne, the one who scored the 11-0. Number 6, I believe.
You're right, Charlie Payne is the one credited with the goal, so he is the 5th separate Cyclone.
Can be another one here. That sandwich was great.
Oh, it's great.
Good.
We'll earn lunch break here in the middle of day 1 of the Soccer State Finals here in Conway. We've got 2 more matches on the way after this one. Directly after this one, it's going to be Siloam Springs taking on Pulaski Academy, and then not really our nightcap, we'll call it our afternoon cap, Clarksville taking on Dardanelle. And Carlos, that's one of my favorite mascots in all of Arkansas high school sports, the Sand Lizards. Gotta love the creative names when you see those around. Somebody else that we really haven't gotten to shout out much because he hasn't gotten much of activity, in terms of activity, is Rodrigo Nunez Yanes. Just a sophomore, but he has looked very comfortable in this state championship match. Granted, he's gotten excellent support from his defense.
Anytime that you one of the younger players on the team, and what a better stage to ask to display your talent than in the finals, right? But one thing that I like about the Cyclone is, even with the score being the way it is, they haven't lost the composure. They still attack on the flanks. Everybody with with that common goal of achieving the final goal of winning this state title. I don't think Russellville was expecting to be this way, and I don't think we expected it to be this way, knowing the tradition of how these 2 teams compete in the past.
Certainly a reversal of fate to the last time we saw these teams meet in a state championship soccer matchup. 2021 proved to be very kind to the Pointers. This year, not so much in the finals, although it has been an impressive run. Meanwhile, almost a second goal there for Charlie Payne. Instead, it's going to end up in the hands of the goalkeeper.
And I wonder if this game ends, earlier, if they're gonna push the next game up, or they're gonna stick with the program.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how they do that, because with the weather that's coming in today, you wonder if they'll try to wait and try to stay with the normal schedule, or knowing that weather is on the way, if they'll try to move it up in hopes of getting every game in today before the rain really hits. Although I will say it's cleared up a lot here since the start of this matchup. It was looking very overcast to start out game 2 of our 4-game slate today. But once again, turning into pretty weather here in Conway. One of 3 sets of state championships being played here in Conway as a part of the Arkansas Activity Association's Weekend of Champions, the others being baseball and softball, also here on the campus of Central Arkansas. Now we're going to see a large substitution for the Cyclones, and this is going to be probably the last time that we see these seniors on the pitch for Russellville. But what a way to go out. You can't say that they didn't maximize their potential in this final game. Jet Bull receiving the embrace of his head coach right there. He has a super hat trick to go out. Wouldn't be surprised to see him bring home MVP honors, although he's got to compete with David Cervantes, who also has a hat trick of his own. We've seen 5 different Cyclones score in this match, and 3 of them have multiple goals. Can't forget about the 2 goals scored in the first half by Jason Ortiz.
Van Buren trying to get one going. Miscommunication there. Goalkeeper comes out, not a problem. With 8 minutes to play in the game, Russellville is going to take this one. And now an opportunity for Russellville. Still getting themselves in the final third. Van Buren getting the ball away. Ling with a shot. Goalkeeper right away jumps into the ball.
And it's worth noting, too, that Manning Dotson is not in here in the second half. They've actually had substitution to E.J. Bonilla, the senior, getting some playing time in his final game with the Pointers. Probably not the circumstances he had in mind for making that last appearance, but it's good to see the senior get some valuable playing time here in the state championship match.
Free kick for the Pointers. With 7 minutes to play in the game. Movement of the ball. I like the way they play the number 15 for Russellville plays. Keegan Fuller, defender, 10th grader. You know, his IQ for the position he plays. From here, he seems small, right? But the way that he directs, the way that he closes the ball, the way he times it, and you can just see it right there, the way that he gets back in position, you know, I like him. He got my attention. And, you know, that position, that particular position, when you play the 4 or the 5, if you know, you know, the duties, the roles, and have to direct and have to be a good leader, it can be a position that might appear to be easy to play if you got the right ingredients. And I think number 15, Keegan Fuller, has all and more. Look how he's going to drop. He's going to open to the side. And now when the team is pushing up, he's back in position. Good stuff.
Well, when you've got leaders like Jet Bull, like Arias Garcia, who are moving on to the college level, same thing for David Cervantes and several of their classmates, you've got to have those young leaders to step up. Based on how he has played today, it seems like Keegan Fuller is more than capable of stepping up into that role, and he's really embraced the role that he's been in today. When those seniors have been off of the pitch, he's really been the catalyst for this defense.
And I think he went early in the first half and haven't come out. I think he went in after they were either 5 or 6-0.
Russellville just over 5 minutes away from being crowned state champion for the third consecutive time, the fifth time in 6 years. One of the most impressive stretches that we've seen, not only in the 4A classification, but in the entire history of the soccer state championships.
Might be a PK. Van Buren is going to have an opportunity to put one in the net after that run down there. And we can see it here on the replay as the ball goes down the line. Number 19 on the jersey, who was also playing goalie, now plays forward.
Manning Dodson stepping out now.
An opportunity for Van Buren, putting one in the net. Number 11, Senior Edgar Recinos, puts one for Van Buren with 4 minutes to play in the half, in the game.
Well, and although that goal does not change much on the scoreboard, you can't say that that doesn't mean a lot to Edgar Recinos. Imagine getting to go out with a goal in the state championship game, no matter the lopsided score. In fact, it probably would have been easier to give up at that point and not, really give your full effort to that last penalty kick shot. But that was not the case for Recinos. That tells you not only a lot about his talent, but a lot about his character in a match like this. And Van Buren, even though it is certainly not the result they were hoping for, they are not going away from this match empty-handed. They will have that one goal to build upon as they prepare to try and run it right back here to the soccer state finals next year in 2025.
And going back to the penalty kick, good job by Manny Dodson just to stay on top of the ball and making that body contact with the defender to create that opportunity. And like you say, Edgar Recinos, the value and what it means to score in the finals, he hopes, and I know that as a player, you want to come to the finals with every talent that you might have, or with every resource available for the team. And today, Van Buren just didn't came with the whole force, but the guys fight through the 80 minutes or 60 minutes of playing time, find a way to get one on the net, and like I say earlier, preparation starts tomorrow.
You get tonight to celebrate the hard-fought victory, but I'm sure that Russellville is not going to rest on their laurels anytime soon. That's the thing, is that, yes, this team celebrates championships year after year, but also the dedication to go back and know that there's another job to do the very next year. Just the discipline that you see from this Russellville program, it's something quite remarkable, and it's part of why this is such a special program. And now, David Cervantes with a well-earned embrace on his way back to the bench, exiting for the final time as a Russellville Cyclone, but not before winning another ring, the third in his time at the varsity level. A little bit dangerous there for Nunez Yanes, allowing it to roll as far as it did. There was a pointer closing in quickly, and he almost had the second goal of the match.
Clearing the ball with a little bit over a minute and 12 seconds to play in the match. Russellville is going to take this one. And coming up next, it'll be the 5A Girls Championship match between Ceylon Springs and Pulaski Academy. Another great match to watch. We'll see what the teams, are going to bring into the pitch. And you were mentioning, I wonder if they're going to move up the game or they're going to stick with the schedule. I hope they move it up. and that way, that gives me plenty of time to get back to Fayetteville for my son's graduation at 8 p.m. From Rogers High School. I'm very proud of my son. You heard me talking in the past. He was called to the Guatemala U20 national team, so he got that opportunity. And right after, he came back from training camp and scored with the national team. Uh, you know, More college offers came available. Russellville takes the title, 11-1. And the presentation right away. You're watching the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network. Stick around for presentation. We'll be right back.
With a super hat trick in the first half. Your MVP for this year's 2024 5A State Soccer Championship, number 9,